Hey superhero fans! I am so excited to talk about the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie, a film that has arrived at a time when interest and hype in Marvel movies couldn't be lower. Most people seem to have more excitement about finding an extra cameo fest rather than a new movie release. But this one is kind of a special exception for many, including myself. I loved Deadpool 1 and 2, so my expectations were high for this one. Despite all the negative buzz on social media, I'm here to tell you that the movie is actually good. I really enjoyed it. Although it's my least favorite out of the three, it still had a lot of great moments. The humor, while still funny, didn't have me laughing as hard as the first two movies, but it did make me giggle a few times. The Hollywood comedy formula has been struggling lately, so even a few laughs are a win in my book. One area where this movie excels is in its action scenes. The highly stylized action sequences are bigger and better than ever. The very first action scene happens just 5 minutes into the film, and it's set to a Backstreet Boys song. So creative and well executed. Even when there are a lot of characters on screen, it never feels cluttered. You can follow each character and their fights clearly, which is impressive. There are also some amazing cameos in this movie. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there are characters that show up that I would have never expected to see. It's like a fantasy team-up of your favorite heroes. However, by the 40th cameo, it did start to feel a bit much. But overall, it kept the movie very interesting. The weakest part of the movie is its narrative. It feels a bit messy, like they tried to tell too many stories at once. They're trying to give both Deadpool and Wolverine emotional depth, but it ends up feeling a bit ham-fisted. The villains' motivations also felt a bit forced, like they needed to create a big threat just for the sake of it. And of course, it's all about the multiverse, which is starting to feel a bit overused. But what's not tiresome is the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Their banter and fights never get old. It's such a strong combination, and I imagine we'll see more of them together in the future. There are jokes about how Hugh Jackman will be playing Wolverine until he's in his 90s, and honestly, I wouldn't mind that if it means more movies like this. Overall, I enjoyed the movie. It might be my least favorite of the 3 Deadpool films, but I still had a good time watching it. Can't wait to see what's next for these characters.